A very good morning. My name is Alok Srivastava and I welcome you once again to Network Nuts YouTube channel. So guys, this is the second video I suppose in the Terraform series. So we had already learned how to create our account on Amazon Web Services, how to install the Terraform, connect it to your AWS account, and then in the previous video I had shown you how to create a simple instance on AWS using the Terraform. Now this is going to be slightly more complicated and more advanced video in the same series. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can create an instance on Amazon Web Services using the Terraform and how to configure it again as a web server. And obviously we are also going to use the security groups, and we are also going to feed our instance with user data using the Terraform. So this is going to be a real interesting one. So let's start, guys. So make sure you are able to connect to the internet, which I am. So here we go. Yes, we are able to connect to internet, going to a site. And do visit it. We had done a lot of changes here. The blog is also there. If I show you the blog here, just a minute. If I show you, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I don't want to restart. Let me do a restart of Firefox. I don't mind. The best thing about working with the IT is that any point of time, if something is not working, you can anytime boldly, safely blame it on the technology. That's the wonderful thing I love about IT. Okay, so here we are. Let me see if right. So this is our new designed entirely new website. So new courses are coming up, all the things right there. And the best thing is, do keep on visiting the blog. This is important for you. So we try to post couple of one or two posts every day on latest things in IT, like suppose here basic Ansible playbooks, how to connect to Alibaba Cloud using Ansible, understanding vertical scaling and horizontal scaling in the cloud, a lot of things. So this is it, creating file system on EBS volume to store data using the Terraform. So these are the blogs, and then the video is coming up right here. So keep on visiting here, guys. A load of new things coming up. So just close this and close this also. So let's start the things. So I'm going to show you how to create a simple instance with a security group. So the basic prerequisite is that you should have a working knowledge of AWS and Linux. So let me create a file here. So can we call it webserver.tf. Before that, I will move this first server. This is the file which I had created for the first video. Either I can change the same file. Okay, let me change the same file. That will be good. So provider is AWS, region is specified there. Now, before I create the instance, I intend to create a security group. So creating security group, and I will allow SSH and HTTP, right? So now the resource type which you are going to use is the AWS _ security _ group. So this you need to remember. Like for the instance, we had used the AWS _ instance, right? So the security group will be AWS _ security _ group. You can give it any name. I say hello, or I say hello Terra SSH HTTP. It can be any name, just meaningful. Then you can specify it a name. So name, I say Terraform HTTP, and say Terraform, or say hello Terra HTTP SSH. This is, and though it is not required, you can specify the description. So I'm say allowing SSH and HTTP traffic. So it's going to be a slightly lengthy video. If you wish, you can pause the video right here, go and grab your cup of coffee or tea. Yeah, winter is coming. Okay, now move further. Enough of Game of Thrones. Right, so as in the security group, we need to have two kind of rule: ingress and egress, incoming and outgoing, right? So guys, ingress, I have to allow, say I will allow the from port is the one. First I will allow SSH and to port. Obviously I'm not doing any port forwarding, so this is going to be 22, and protocol obviously is the TCP. I need not to tell you this, you guys are so intelligent. The CIDR value, which IP range it is allowed. So for the sake of this, sorry, CIDR blocks. So for the sake of this video, I am going to allow it from the whole world. So if you have done it the same from Amazon Web Services dashboard, you know what I'm doing. If you are not comfortable with Amazon Web Services, stop the video, go back and learn that. Right, so one is this rule, other I also apply for the HTTP, right? So the same thing I have to do it for HTTP. Rest of the things are same, only the port address will be different. So here I'm going to use this. Things are easy once you know what you are doing. So protocol is obviously the TCP, and CIDR block the same. I'm allowing it from everywhere in the world. Perfect. So the ingress is allowed, right? Egress, outgoing. If you had already gone through the Amazon Web Services training, you know that the security groups are what? Are they stateless or stateful? They are stateful, right? So just whatever traffic is coming in, the egress is automatically allowed for all those. Whereas in NACLs, we need to define explicitly. Those are stateless. So here I give from port, give it everything. I don't mind, because I am allowing only traffic from 80 and 22, right? Protocol can be anything, take care of the spellings, so specify it here. And CIDR block obviously will be the 0.0.0.0/0. That makes sense. Perfect. Close the egress and close the security group here. So let me write here, security group ends here, right? That's wonderful. So this is what I had done. I had created a security group. The name is Hello Terra SSH HTTP, and I have allowed 80 and 22, and the egress is allowed. Now we are going to create the instance. So let me write here, creating AWS EC2 instance. So this instance is what I'm using, the same instance which I had used in the first video. Only couple of things I would like to change here, to add something here, is that I can specify the availability zone, and I have to attach, guys, I have to attach this security group to my instance, right? So this is, I will use the interpolation here. So here I can if you wish, you can specify the availability group AZs, right? So let me create it in 1A. You can feel free to choose your zone AZ. So make sure of the spelling should not be wrong. Availability zone is this. And next thing which is very important is that the security groups, and I have to refer this. So guys, this is where we use the interpolation. The dollar will come up here, right? Curly braces, and the name of your resource, the name of the resource is AWS underscore security underscore group. Then I will use dot hello terra SSH HTTP dot name, whatever the name is. So I have to use this. So if I move down here, I have to use here AWS underscore security underscore group. So this is the resource types. That from this resource type, get me dot, after dot comes the name. The name is hello underscore Terra, hello hyphen Terra this. So it's better to copy this and I paste it here. So you have to be careful in this. I paste it here, dot name. Dot name is means use the name, and close the curly braces and this. So this security group get attached to my instance. Now the key name, I also can use the key name. So what is the key name? So do I have the key? Let me save and come out from here, and if I go to my downloads folder, I don't have the key with me, so I have to download the key. Let me see. If I go to downloads folder, I don't have any key, I suppose. No, I don't have any key. So I'll go to my account. Here it is. So this is, just ignore this. So if I go to my keys, right, and I should have one key which I should be downloading. Say Zoom key is a key which I have got. Suppose I've got a lot of keys here, so make sure that key is downloaded, right? So you should download this key, or I can create a new key for this and attach the same key. So let me create a new key for this lab, because you hadn't learned how to do this. So let's create a new key pair. I create a new key pair. I say anan terra, that's it, Terraform, right? I create this key pair. That's it, and I download the key, save the file. So make sure this file is with you, right? Because this is going to be used to do SSH. We know this. Download it. So that's the only time you are allowed to download. So if I check it here, somewhere here, I should have my key, and then Terraform, here it is, and this key is already in my downloads folder, right? Perfect. And make sure you do a chmod 644, you know this, 640, right? And then terraform.pem. So the key should not be world readable. Perfect. Or you can, now that's great. So I will use the same key here, nn-terraform is the name. I'll use this, I'll copy this, make sure this key is there on your account. And here I am. I'll go back to my folder and open the file, whatever the file name is, and I will use the same key name here, right? So I hope you understand how to attach a key using Terraform to your instance. That's it. So make sure you have this key with you on the machine, right? So tags I am giving, say, web server. So this will be easy for us to identify, web server, right? It's a web server. But before the tags, I intend to use the user data. So you should also know how to feed user data using the Terraform. So I can use any keyword here. So I use under file EOF, and then write whatever the script normally you do. So I use bin bash, the shebang comes here, right? And it should be a space here, yeah, and whatever the commands you normally give. So I give a sudo yum install httpd-y. I hope you know what I'm doing. So basic Linux skills are very much required for doing anything in cloud or in DevOps. So I'm starting the httpd, I am enabling it. A couple of times I have came across the guys who just wanted to start with AWS without having any prerequisite of Linux. So it's simple. No, you cannot do this. There are no shortcuts, because eventually the servers are running on Linux, right? So I gave a sample web server created using Terraform, and I will be happy to write our name here, net4nats. Wow. And close it. I'm not very good in HTML, and I feed it to where www.html index.html. Yeah, now once this is all I have to do, so I will write here EOF. So make sure you take care of the indents, right, and a file. Then finally, if you wish, you can have the tags associated with this. So that's it. This is for the day. So let's go and recollect what we had done. This is my region. This is the security group. Here the name of the security group is hello-terra-ssh-http, and not necessary, it should be not mandatory guys, but it's good to have the same naming convention, right? So ingress I'm allowing 22 port and 80, egress everything is allowed. Then I have created the instance with this AMI, this instance type. Now here, this is the new thing which I had shown you. You can specify your availability zone, connected the security group, right, connected the key. So this key will be used to do SSH, and then I have used the user data to feed in. That's the job. I think it's done. If I save and come out from here, and I can simply give a Terraform apply. If everything works right, this should create this instance on my account. So let's, oh, this is something which we missed. Let's check it out. What is wrong in it? So let's see, there's some typos, I suppose, in line number 29. Not a problem. This is expected, guys. Here it is. 2 protocol, 9 and CIDR block. And here egress from underscore port to underscore port protocol -1 CIDR BLOCKS 0.0.0 seems good to me. Ingress is this from, just take care of the spellings. I can also give a Terraform validate if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so this is the issue, and argument is there, CIDR blocks in resource type this. So I need to give a equal to sign to introduce the argument value. So what I had done, oh, I skipped equal to here. That's it. A simple mistake, but yes. So give a validate here. Wow, that's good. Now we rock. Now give apply. So if everything is working fine, I should be able to create an instance, attach the key, create a security group, feed the user data, and my web server should be running. So it's creating the security group. That's wonderful. And then it's creating an instance. Perfect. So in the meanwhile, if I go back to my dashboard and see, this instance should be there, right? So let's connect it to my services, my EC2, and I should be seeing it in my instances. Here it is. It's coming up. Wow, that's great. And just check it out. This is my security group which is connected to it, right? The AZ is AP South 1A, and the key name is NN Terraform. So if everything is working fine, I should be able to access the website, right? Let me try to connect it first. I click on connect. You know all this. I need not to explain this stuff to you. So that's it. I will go here and I will go to my downloads folder, hit it. Yeah. Oh yes, it is yes, not tests. Okay, unprotected file. It's not, see, I hadn't done it. The permissions are not matching. Check it out, guys. The permissions should be 400 and I had given it 640. So which is good. Machine is intelligent. We are not, honestly, especially I am not. So let me give it 400 and then Terraform. Now paste it once again. Perfect. Here I am on my instance. I give a sudo soup to get the root access. And if I go to where www.html, I have got my page here, and if everything is working fine, so I should be able to access my website using this public IP. I copy this, paste it here, paste and go. Wow, so that's great. So you have just witnessed how, oh my god, that was a heavy word, how to use the Terraform to create an instance, attach a security group, and feed the user data, right? So I'm just exiting from here and attaching the key also, that is important. And I will go back to my Terraform folder. That's good, right? So once you are done, I'm happy with the results. I hope you are also, and you understood what we are doing exactly. So in the next video, we might be learning how to attach EBS volume and stuff like that. But for this video, I am done for the day, and I'll see you again. But before you do it, don't forget to give Terraform destroy. Otherwise, you will be billed unnecessarily. So please make sure you do the Terraform destroy, but never ever give this command in a production environment unless and until you know what you're doing. Just give a yes here, and I will make sure that the instance and whatever I've created using the Terraform is destroyed. So that's the beauty of ISC, infrastructure as a code, and I love this. And meanwhile, guys, I was saying, please don't try to go for shortcuts in life. If you are really serious about a career in IT, in cloud and DevOps, guys, you need to start from Red Hat, RSCSA, RSC. Then you should be moving on to cloud computing, whether it is Amazon Web Services or OpenStack, and then your DevOps. So things like Ansible and Docker and Kubernetes, they comes at a much later stage. They can be your first step. The first step should always be RSCSA and RSC. So this is terminated. So that's all. I am also terminating the video. Oh, ignore this Miss Uttaranchal contest. This beautiful girl is like popping up on the screen. Madhurima is her name. Ignore. We are more focused on Terraform. Right. So that's all. I hope you have learned it. So I'll see you again in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. God bless.